Hello and welcome to Encouraging Words video series. I'm your host, Colin Jones. Now before I introduce my main topic for today's video, I want to let everyone know about the point of me posting these videos. Well, a while back I noticed that there were many posts that gave negative impressions that were being posted, so I wanted to make something that was uplifting to share. We are to be light, so I started Encouraging Words video series in order to bring some light to our online communities. If you like what you hear, feel free to share with your buddies. That being said, I'd like to now introduce the main topic of today's video, which today is on our role in ecology. Now, the reason I'm covering this topic is to make clear that we are all caretakers of our planet, regardless of how we see ourselves. This has become painfully clear when I read about the bushfire that burned to the south of Payson. This was the biggest fire that we have seen so far in 2020 on the national level. Like several fires before it, the bushfire was human-caused, the result of a car fire near the junction between the Bush Highway and Arizona State Route 87 northeast of Phoenix. The fire burned 193,455 acres and for a while closed down the main highway leading to the town. I actually rode down to Metro Phoenix area on the weekend in my mom's minivan and saw the damage that was done. If you want to see the aftermath, look up pictures of the bushfire. We are very aware of our impact on the rest of the world, especially of the pollution and the damage that we are inflicting on our planet. I would like to say that Bible is my source, where one will find out what our role on this earth is for. We are created to serve as guardians of our planet, not to be users of our planet. In fact, in the first book of the Bible, we read the following. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, and over every living creature that moves on the ground." The reason I bring this up is due to the fact that this passage has been misinterpreted by the way it is worded. You see, the words that are used seem to imply the usage meaning with fill the earth and subdue it and rule over all that was made. However, I think the point was for us to take care of our planet, not to trash it, as we have done and continue to do, as exemplified by the bushfire. When such wildfires burn, I tend to start to think that we have let God down because we are caretakers of all that He made. That is what this passage is about in Genesis 1, chapter 1, verse 28. Notice that what God told man was when he was made was to care and to look after the animals. That includes their habitat as well. When there's a fire that is listed as human caused, I can honestly say that I don't feel too well about the way that God sees this type of disaster. This usage type of mantra has to change in our globalizing economy. We must learn how to be a caretaker of the planet if we want to see our future children have a chance to thrive. I find that King David seems to reflect the attitude of a caretaker when he says, You made him a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. You made him a ruler over the works of your hands. You put everything under his feet, all flocks and herds, all the beasts of the field, the birds of the air, and the fish of the sea, and all that swim the paths of the seas. Psalm 8, verses 5 through 8. Now, notice the word ruler appears in this passage. And as we previously saw, the term you see does not mean what is commonly thought. The term ruler, as we commonly think it to mean, is someone who has say in how things are used or consumed. That is not what the Bible says about rulers. True, a ruler can dictate what those who are below him or her can and can't do. However, the Bible says that we are rulers when it comes to everything else that has been created. By rulers, I mean caretakers, not users. Please hear this. Unless we work together in designing our future, we will not leave this place any better for the next generation. We have to begin the process of learning to be caretakers of the animals that share this planet with us. I view that everything that we live with in our daily lives is here for a reason. That includes our pests. Yes, even they have a point. You see, there is nothing that God puts under our care that He does not have a plan for. And that's why people are tasked with taking care of the animals. We must adapt to the thinking that we are caretakers, regardless of who we think we are. Well, let's face it, we are created by God to love each other and Him. And one of the best ways that we can do this is by planting trees and gardens. Yes, you heard me right. Planting a tree or creating a garden can be a sign of love for others and to show that we care about our future. In addition to these benefits, it provides a habitat for all of those wild things to live and reproduce in. That, I believe, is something that pleases God because it shows that we are being responsible and we are taking care of our planet. This is all I'm going to say on today's topic. If you want to know more, please feel free to leave a comment with a question, and I'll be happy to try to answer you in the best way I can. I also invite you to share this content if you like what you hear. If you have a comment to make, please feel free to leave it in the comments below this video. This has been Encouraging Words video series. I'm Colin Jones, saying so long for now. Bye.